What's going on today? This is Archangel Macintosh, aka Mikael Yisrael. I hope you guys are having a great day today. I am. I've been creating a great day for myself right here and now. Been learning a lot of things and putting a lot of things in perspective now, and just been organizing everything that I've learned and connecting them all together to simplify things. So today I'm making this video. Well, today I'm making this video for those of you that's been wanting to know where to start with this whole redemption process or the sovereignty process or becoming a free man on the land process again, gaining back your rights or becoming aware of your rights, because that's all it is. You already know what your rights are, but you never knew that those things were rights. You know, like your right to speak, your right to express yourself, your right to walk, your right to travel, your right to see, you know, your right to write, your right to create, your right to do anything that you want to do, except you have the right to hurt someone, but then someone has the right to hurt you back, you see. So we have the right to do many things, but our rights been being breached by the people that we placed in power. Those people that you people be voting for. I don't know who be voting for them. I don't. And those who don't are saying it with me. I don't. But those who do and stuff been investing too much power into these people, and when you do that, you're giving them away your rights. You're giving them away your power, and that is the abomination of adultery. I mean, not adultery, but idolatry. Because when you look up to something, you're sending it energy. You see what I'm saying? You become a source of energy, because everything feeds from the bottom, and then all the energy and source goes up. That's how reality is, you know. So today I'm going to teach you guys how to begin. This is going to be very quick, brief, and simple, hopefully. I'm going to start off with the Tim Turner thing. Let me see if we can play some audio real quick. All right. Yeah, they did Tim Turner kind of dirty. That's messed up, because those who know the truth, they try to stop them and scare away their followers and the people who's been learning from them, their students, so they can discourage people from even trying to become free. It's very simple. The information is basically like everything that you're going to learn about, like the system and about the acceptance for value and becoming sovereign, a common law man, a natural free man on the land, the trust and all that stuff is always going to come back to you, because as a creator and as someone who is in the image of your creator, you see what I'm saying? You have creative rights. Not only do you have creative rights, you have inspiration to create. You receive ideas in certain pictures in your mind, impressions that gives you an idea of what to create or where to go or how to build something. So as a creator, the whole system's based on human beings' creation. So you are a creator of this system. You are a creditor of this system. We can change the laws. We can keep the laws. We can modify the laws. We can do whatever we want. We can do whatever we want. But if you don't know that and the people don't know that, then we can't combine on positive forces to make a positive change. You see, so we need to be align with self and know our power, our rights, our full potential, our omnipotence, and our omnipresence, knowing that we're in each individual, in each thing, that each dollar, that each president, that each leader, and each superstar is you in here and now. You see, in the here and now moment, you're reflecting each other. So when you're looking into them, you're seeing yourself. Them, they don't see their self. You don't see yourself. You see other people. So when we see other people, we're seeing ourselves through their eyes. You see, because we can't really see ourselves. You see, so know that we are omnipresent, which means that we're many places all at once. We are all things. This is the magic of the imagination. So creditors are made up out the imagination. They make money out of thin air, imaginary money, let's call it dollars and money, and they pass it around and the idea catches on, so many people start living in that idea of money and dollars. But that's just the idea. You see, demonic possession, angelic possession is possession of ideas. That's all they are. All right, so let's run through this. By the way, you can find this on my Dropbox, right here. I put this for the public record so people can, you know, find this information in one place, because this is all the information I read and learned about that assisted me and some of the stuff I know, but many of the stuff I know is based from my other researches and other things. But this right here will help you get the foundation down, the basics down, the base, and build a strong tower of what you might call it, of being free, a big strong tower of being I don't really like saying sovereign too much because people get that word wrong, but a big tower of being sovereign. You see what I'm saying? A base of being sovereign, of being free. Hope you guys catch what I'm saying. There's just so many ways to say these things. By the way, you're going to want to research definitions because that's another big major key to this whole thing. When you research the terms in the definitions of the words that you are reading, you see what they mean. Black's Law Dictionary is a good book, and you can also check Bouvier's book. There's other books, that dictionaries that you can check as well, but the Black's Law Dictionary will give you the legal definition of the word compared to a regular common law dictionary, which will only give you a common law definition of the word. Like I always say in most of my videos, if you don't know, a person in a regular common law book mean a living, breathing man or woman, you know, me and you, or a person. But in the legal sense, in the court, in the commerce world, in the Black's Law Dictionary, it means a corporation, a dead entity, a person, like a peso, like money. You're dead, you're not existing. Same thing as birth. In common law, birth means something that is born, that's coming alive, that's created, that's existing, while a birth in the legal world, in the court, in the commerce world, in Black's Law Dictionary, it means a death, to put something at a stop. That's all it means. A stop also represents death, and movement also represents aliveness. So there's so much ways to put this, so much context. So let me hurry up because my child's asleep now. So, by the way, I give no legal advice. If you're not competent of what you're reading, I would suggest you to keep learning about it and researching about it before you attempt to do anything. Period. Make sure you really get it. It's very simple, like I said. I wouldn't suggest myself to tell you to get a lawyer, but if you do decide to get a lawyer, make sure you get a competent one that also knows the common laws, because the other lawyers will suck you into the foreign jurisdiction of the District of Columbia in England and blah, blah, blah. Check out my other videos if you don't know what I'm saying. And if you have any information, if you have any questions, you can just contact me at godlivesinOurheart@hotmail.com. God, G-O-D, lives, L-I-V-E-S, N-I-N, our, O-U-R, heart, H-E-A-R-T, @hotmail.com. And just, ask me anything. If it take me a while to respond to you, just wait until the right moment, because there's just so much things happening in my life, and I know things are planned divinely. There's a divine order to things, so that the time I actually reply to you will be the time I'm supposed to reply to you. By the way, if it does really help, guys, it really does motivate. Not much people been doing it so far, and it kind of makes me feel, iffy about even sharing things sometimes, because I don't feel like I'm being appreciated much, and I'm wasting my time putting my life on the line and my family on the line, putting this information out when I shouldn't kind of be. Should have been keeping it a secret, but hey, I'm exposing it now. Y'all are learning it now, and it is what it is. But if y'all can, it does help. Donate or give a gift of $5, $10, $15, $20, or anything alike in value, like bartering, whatever you can to kind of keep me motivated and to support the movement and to help everything lift off, because this is also part of the freedom movement, is knowing how to promote your creations too, and to promote your services and things like that. You see what I'm saying? Until we get out of this money system in the way that we're living right now, we have to make some type of revenue, some type of income. You got to have some type of job, some type of foundation, some type of investment. You got to do something. So if you guys can help out the movement and help me out and my family out, you can give a gift for a donation of 5, 10, 15, whatever you can, whatever you feel. And even if you don't, it's okay. The creator tells me to do this and share this, so I do it with or without reward. The reward is to see you free finally, and everybody free, and finally we get the fuck out of this system, pardon my language, but that's how I feel about it. And here we go. Our freedom documents, instructor, Mr. Tim Turner. All right, I'm gonna just skip through this. I'm not gonna stop and read anything. Period. I'm gonna just zing through it so you can know what to do. Cause I made videos about the copyright, the UCC, the power of attorney, and all that. So check those individual videos out. They're like 30 minutes each, kind of. So right here, he gives you a little seminar outline. Who are you, American or a U.S. citizen? And contracts and how you become a U.S. citizen. And that's what he talks about in the book. So if you go to my page, you can find it. So I'm not going to stop and read it, but you read this book. This is very important in this section 1. In section 1, they talk about the UCC 1, the UCC addendum, how to do it, the property list, how to make your own private property list to privatize all your property, the power of attorney, how to become the power of attorney, POA, authorized representative of your straw man, how to create a commercial security agreement with your straw man. By the way, these are a little bit different than my paperwork because I custom make mine to my personalized belief and personal view and what I see of me and my creative world and imagination, so I did it like still along the same lines but more personalized. So you can personalize yours as well if you want. I would, because you never know if he made an error, they made an error, and you learn new things as you go. So you might want to edit these things as you go and put the words like improper persona in there, and proper, in personam, which you say, sui juris, in in rerum natura, things like that. Like make sure you add those words in there when you're talking about the straw man. Make sure you put the words like uns legis, persona ficta, sistiq trust, stuff like that. All right, we'll continue. This how you build. He's going to talk about how to build an actual and constructive notice package, and this is where you're going to be sending your whole package to like 19 companies to notify them, because these 19 companies are the ones who are pretty much running the system and been trading your birth certificate and trading your social security account and your data and information and stuff without your permission. On top of that, making big bank off of it, big money, big freaking money. So from discharging or accepting for value your birth certificate, you are discharging your national debt for your straw man, all of its debt and whatever chunk it owed to the U.S. And on top of that, making an actual and constructive notice package to put money into your straw man's account, into your social security account or your trust account, which makes the treasury, the people that work at the treasury, which are called trustees, the fiduciaries, which is a trustee, again, someone who's watching over your money or finances, they become a fiduciary to your trust and you become the beneficiary. You see what I'm saying? The beneficiary is the benefiting party. So you got to put money in your account before you can use anything in the account. And it's very easy to put money in the account because nowadays the promissory notes, which is a promise to pay note, can be securitized like a mortgage and turned into leverage, which means turned into money. It can be turned into money. Your promise to pay someone can be turned into money by sending it accepted for value to the treasury and blah blah, and they give the person money discounted. So all mortgages are paid once the promise is made. It's even paid off discounted, and then other investors invest on it in the stock market and give the mortgage people even more money for the note that you promised to pay, yet they tell you still owe them money. You see what I'm saying? And they keep charging you each month for the money when it's already paid off through your social. You see what I'm saying? So what you're doing is pretty much the same thing but lawfully now, in claiming your own inheritance. You paid the due as a taxpayer. A creditor, that means you are a creditor, because you're not paying for no reason. Like, you're a payer. You're going to pay me. You're going to pay me. Oh, yeah, you're going to pay. You're not a taxpayer. You are a creditor. They pay their own tax. Tax means a charge for no reason. Why are you charging me for it? So actual and constructive notice is a legal and lawful notice to tell them what you're going to do before you do it, so if there's any issues and if they don't agree with something, they can rebut it or disagree with it within a specific amount of time that you specify. And if they don't, then default means acceptance, and all this stands as truth. So if you get no notice because of this or any response, that means your paperwork worked. Just like with bail bonds and stuff from court when you get bailed out and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Their bonds work just as potent as the mortgages work and stuff. And they don't even give you money for the mortgage. You know what I'm saying? They get paid from the promise. The bond people get paid by the promise. The court get paid by the promise. And all these people invest in your promise to pay, which is called security. It becomes an asset. It becomes leverage, you know, in hypothecation and all this stuff. But I'll talk about that another time. Too much. But like I said, I will start charging for services. Whatever you can donate or give will help. And I'll be helping you as well, in a very great way, a fulfilling way, a way that'll help you out forever and for eternity, and help you for yourself, your family, everything, man. You just got to keep up with me and just stick with it, you know. All right, so in that actual and constructive notice package, we're going to send the notice. We're going to send a hold harmless and indemnity agreement. Hold harmless mean you're held harmless. You're harmless. Like a limited liability corporation, you're held harmless. Whatever the straw man does, you're harmless. It is harmful, which means they gotta go target the straw man, because the straw man is the person who's harmful, but you're harmless. And the indemnity mean to insure. So the straw man is ensuring you that you are harmless, that the paperwork that you're signing, the hold harmless and indemnity agreement, is specifying and deliberating that the straw man, which is a separate entity than you, a different person than you, is stating that it insures you and guarantees to you that it will protect you and hold you harmless and stuff in a court of law if anything happens. So this is how you insure yourself just in case anything happened. The property list is the things that you're privatizing, all your property that you're turning from public to private. And this is how you claim vacant houses, because vacant houses that don't have private property signs on it and no trespassing signs on it are public property. And if they don't have no trespassing signs on their house, you can trespass. And if you don't say private, it's public. So in this property list, you're going to privatize everything. List everything that's private and make sure you put in your UCC after. This right here is the non-negotiable security agreement. I made a video explaining that as well. Look through my page. A legal notice and demand, because you're giving them a notice and demand because you demand to be paid for your acceptance, which is value. Your value is acceptance. When you accept something and you honor it, and when you honor and accept something, that means you agreed with it. And if you agree with something, that is another form of a contract. A contract is a bond, because a bond means two people bonding together like love. So a contract is love. A contract is bond. A bond equals money. A bond equals stock. That means something in inventory to make money from, because now there's an agreement, and that stock becomes money and profit. You see what I'm saying? So now that stock becomes profit. That profit can turn back into stock. That stock can turn back into a contract. That contract can turn back into that bond in love. That bond in love can turn into two people before they agree. And before two people agree, it's two people in different parts of the world before they even meet. You see, so we meet from different parts of the world, make an agreement, make a contract, make a bond. It becomes a stock, and then it becomes profit. So this is what they're doing to your paperwork. Here's a cover letter, active state. This is how you whatchamacallit, after you become a secure party creditor, this is how you proclaim and declare your status as a sovereign indigenous Native American, or etc., whatever you are, Hebrew Israelite American, Moorish American. Moorish American is the true name for black people. So if you're dark skinned, you feel me, your skin ain't your race, and we're not all black. You know, I'm brown. My race ain't black because there's no history to it, and black stand for black, you know, and I'm not black. I'm Moorish American. I'm a Moorish. Pardon me, I am a Moor. But because I am American, I was born in America, and I was born away from the motherland of the Moroccan Empire, I happen to be a Moorish American, a Moor American. You see, so I'm not black, I am Maor. So right here, affidavit of political status cover sheet, archetype, active state. This is all the same thing. Part of you're gonna be sending this to Secretary of State. There's so much to explain. I can't explain it now, but this is what you're gonna also see in here. It explains everything. It teaches you how to do the UCC as well. So when you read this, take your time. It explains everything. Here goes the attachment A, property list. You're going to attach it to it. And power of attorney. You can speak for it in court without being it and get paid as if you're an attorney because you're not it. Commercial security agreement, which is a security agreement stating the straw man is going to give you everything it owns and has. And property A list, again, that goes with that. Indemnity bond. And this bond, you're also going to be sending it to your county courthouse, to the deed office. To the county deed office, because they register all bonds and liens into their system just in case you need to bond yourself out. You can have this paperwork in there ahead of time, and it discharges it for up to the amount that you specify on here. So in notice of lien, actual constructive notice, blah yada yada. So after you're done with that, part 2's right here. There's about 4 parts to this, so check it out. So it teaches you about how to get the bond ready, and how to get the whatchamacallit. By the way, you can download these books here too easily. How to register the bonds by doing registered mail and all this stuff, and accepting for value the birth certificate, because the birth certificate's a bond and an obligation that haven't been paid off yet until accepted and sent back for honor. By the way, this information changed about the Secretary of Treasury, so be cautious. Look for the person who's in office now, as Jacob J. Lube, the Treasury, and that means they're also the trustee of a bank. They're the fiduciaries of the bank, so you're going to be sending it to them and assigning them to be a fiduciary, which is your trustee, the bank clerk that will manage your money in your account now that you place money into it through these bonds you're about to put in. So there's all this stuff we're going to be reading in it. Chargeback order is another way to say acceptance for value order, or a discharge order, and charge it back. And the reason why you can do all this is according to HR 192, which states a whole bunch of stuff. Let me see, the Negotiable Instruments Act, because this is a negotiable instrument. So this one's non-negotiable. Your International Bill of Exchange. Bill of Exchange, just proof of exchange, like a receipt. Proof of exchange, bill of exchange, and also mean an exchange has been made in the now. The IRS Form 1040V, accepted for value, which you have to send to Treasury too, and blah yada yada. And I'm gonna just zing through this because there's a lot to it. There's a part 3 to this, but hold on, let me see. Let me look right here real quick. Yep, part 3. This is the bonds and how much days it takes to cure. The birth certificate take 30 days. The registered private indemnity bond lasts for takes 10 days to cure. And remember, they're not putting real money into the account. They're putting checks. They're putting not checks but credit, because credit turned into check. They make money out of thin air, type in an amount into the computer, into an account with your name on it, out of nowhere, $1 million. So now they can print sheets and sheets and sheets of that money, but what they do is make a check. They don't print out sheets of money for you and send it to you. They print out a check. Now they there's a lot to explain. I'm still in the process of doing all this as well. So there's a direct bonded promissory note. And remember, this is not legal advice, so please don't think I'm giving you legal advice. I'm not telling you what to do or how to do things. I'm just giving you a few suggestions and ideas. That's my disclaimer to you, because many people are very ignorant. They just read something once and they think they get it, and they go send it off and don't know what they sent and did and get themselves in lots of trouble, not because of what they did, but because they don't know how to back it up. They don't know why they can do it. They don't know the laws pointing out to why they can do it, you know? And there's laws stating that we can do this, and this is why it's so convincing. It's so profitable. It works for mortgage people, it works for the people in the treasury, it works for banks, it works for corporations, it works for many people, man. Check out Polite, Brother Polite, if you haven't checked them out yet. You know, it worked for Tim Turner. It worked so well for him that they freaking found a way to like just imprison him in commercial court and commercial prison, regardless of him not even being from their jurisdiction. You know what I'm saying? They intrude on you. They invade you here, but that shouldn't stop you from as if they try to do me, but am I stopping? No, you should never let fear get in the way of your unlimitedness. You know, be boundless, man. See infinity. See no stop. So once again, you're gonna have to send it to the name of whoever is in the treasury. Things nowadays, you'll be so shocked and surprised. Probably catch a heart attack to find out the type of high tech, high advanced, futuristic technology they have here in the now that they haven't even told you about. Weapons, healing things, all types of things, you know. So who knows what they can do with your original document. So put copy on it. And it tells you how to send it registered mail, what to put on it. This also teaches you how to do acceptance for value. So take your time before you get to part 3. How to get the receipt, the return receipt, $21. Declare $21 in value, but you're not trying to insure it. And this is what the bond looks like. All you gotta do is fill in the blank, fill in the name, and the bond is just a contract, an agreement. And because you have that security agreement and this UCC agreement and the creditor to debtor agreement with the straw man, you have a bond now on it, a contract. So now you can turn that bond into money and use it social to tap into it like the bond people do to you and stuff. So you have money there. They wait to give it to you when you retire and all this other stuff, but that's all fraud. They give it to you a little bit through your food stamp. That's all fraud. That's all your money they're using. And they're benefiting the most out of it, which means you credit their company too. They're taking a chunk of your money. So this is a private registered offset and discharge bond. This bond, you'll be putting it in so you can discharge and offset all your debts. So when you send it, your bond number. So all your bonds will be a registered mail number, and send it individually. You see what I'm saying? Surety means someone like a creditor, someone who is a secured party creditor. You see what I'm saying? Only creditor, they can be surety. Because they loan to you, they credit to you, they back you up, they fund you when you need it. They're like an investor. So like just in case one failed, the next one come in. So you as a secured party creditor can be a surety or two. But I would look for someone else if I can, you know, and continue from here. Maturity date, when the bond will be mature, when it ends, and it's for up to $300 million. And then you explain here, what is it to discharge? What is it discharging? Is discharging all court fees, all traffic fees, all blah 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 blah, you know, phone bills, everything. And this is why you can start to use the acceptance for value once this cures. You will not get a receipt from these people in the treasury. You will not get a response. It's their default that becomes the acceptance, and the registered mail becomes your proof that you had stated that you're going to do what you're going to do before you did it. You see, and that's what the constructive notice is part. So if they don't rebut it, you see what I'm saying? If they don't disagree with it, it stands as truth. Now you have credit in your account, your fictitious account, and that they can make checks out of. So people can cash and convert into dollars. So the bond order is just you making an order, and you're sending, this is a registered bonded promissory note, a promise to pay note. So the strong man promises to pay, and you can use this right here to pay off any debtors that's saying that you owe them money. So this is credit to the IRS and paid to the order of Secretary of the Treasury. And the vendor name is you, blah, 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 blah. Your charge account will be your social without dashes. Your DTC routing number will be the, okay, I'll show you what that is. Your account number would be the number on the back of your social. I'm going to show you a quick picture of it real quick. All right, right here, part 4. So this is a very juicy thing to read. Once again, if you guys have $5, $10, $15, $20 in gift or donation, please make sure you contact me and try to get in contact with me and make that donation today. I truly hope that all this information is helping you guys out. I'm still learning it for myself as well. There's many things I've learned. There's many things I actually practiced and done and experienced. I'm still learning about the whole acceptance for value thing, but I get it now. It turns into a bond, and a bond is pretty much a securitized note, and a securitized note is another way to explain a mortgage, and you can turn all that into leverage, which is money. And they sell this in the stock market. You can actually look up your bond number in the stock market and all this stuff. It's so much. And so he teaches you how to send the demand for payment, the first notice of default when they don't respond, second notice of default, final notice of default, and you continue from there. Proof of claim. And this is how you do the defaults, because if they don't respond to you the first month, you give them the notice of default. And that notice of default, you give them the register mail number. There's so much in here. There's part 2, part 3. All right. Notice of maritime lien. There's a lot of things you're gonna have to read here, guys, and this is how you claim all their property and all that, because when they don't rebut your affidavit after three notice of defaults and dishonor, then you can make a claim on all their property and all their assets and all their stuff. So there was something else that I wanted to show you guys. Let me see. Let me see what this promissory note is. Oh, that's cool. Hold on. Alright, there is a part 5, but I don't have it on here now at the current moment, but I will put it up. But alright, we'll continue. By the way, on part 5 of the freedom document by Tim Turner, he will tell you where to send the whatchamacallit. Hold on. He will tell you where to send all right, pardon me. He will, when you look into part 5, he's going to show you the routing number and the accounting number and how to use your account number, which is the red number on the bottom right of your social security card. The number, the letter that is in front of the numbers on the back of the social security card connects to one of the 12 Federal Reserve banks. So if you have A, that might be the Bank of Boston. If you have B, that's the Bank of New York. So then you'll look up the routing number for that bank, and that's the routing number. That's the where they can route the money from the account. And the account number is the number on the back of the social, but instead of with the letter in it, you turn that letter to 0. So it's 0 and then the number continues. So that's the account number. By the way, the letter and the number on the back is called a QSIP number. It is the unique identifying number, a unique identifier. It identifies you. You see what I'm saying? It not you, but your straw man, your cattle, you know. So you can track it all types of places and go on the fidelity.com and go into the search section, the search box, or the research box, research box, click on quote, type in the first two letters of the social security, or the number on the back, or the red number on the top of your birth certificate, in yourself, and make money off your cases, off your mortgages, off every note you have, and blah blah blah. They sell a whole bunch of notes, man. You can say it's a fraud, how what they're doing, like, how the hell can you make money off of someone's promises to pay? I mean, like, if you would have gave me someone else's promise to pay, you would be like, this is a promise to pay, this ain't money. Like, I'm not dumb. Like, I need real value. We're actually dumb. We're actually passing someone else's promise to pay around like it's a paid off paper, or something like that. So we're adding on to the debt when we use dollars. We're discharging the debt, the national debt, and decreasing the national debt, and restoring the economy by discharging and accepting for value the debt obligation. Because logically, in reality, we do not have money, and we do not have the ability to pay. And our ability to pay been stripped from us, even though gold and silver still circulate America and England in the universe. So, So we're going to continue. Another really great book to read will be this right here. This is the Redemption Manual. This will teach you about the trademark and copyright, how to also speak, how to watch. This one was the first one that really helped me. And it explained taxes, why you don't have to pay taxes, and what happened through the laws, what happens when they reject your document, how to not lock yourself into the zip code and stuff like that. When did things start? Like, this is very, very informative, very juicy. I read this book in like 2 or 3 days and just felt hungry for more information, like literally. And I got all this juicy stuff that I know people would love to learn. So, and I'm not making profit off of these people's things, because it's not my property. This is property that's found in the public as I found it, you see, and I'm just sharing it for entertainment purposes only, which mean I am entertaining the mind and the consciousness to things that it need to become aware of. You see, what are you being entertained with? It becomes the point. Some bullshit or some knowledgeable, encouraging, intelligent stuff. So this is entertaining to the mind. So entertain the truth. This is it. Explain how to do the acceptance for value, understanding the flag, and everything. Like, this is a really good book. I'm not gonna stop and read it right now, but you guys need to read this book. All right, let me go ahead and continue. All right, another one, let me see. The Trustee Handbook is really good too. It explains the duty and the position and the obligation and the responsibility of a fiduciary, of a trustee, aka a bank clerk, or people in the treasury, which is working in the bank, the Federal Reserve Bank. So this explained their limits and what they're supposed to do. Also, it has contracts in it, just in case you're becoming a trustee for your trust, which is your social security account and all that stuff, for whatever trust you want to build, which is a protection in the trust. I trust you. You feel me? Or if you're gonna be making someone else your trustee, and you letting them know what's their limits and their responsibilities and stuff like that. All right, this right here is acceptance for value. This explains the acceptance for value. I believe this from Robert Menard, which was very beneficial to me. And by the way, this is a wonderful book to read about the acceptance for value and what it means become value, and how your social and everything is like, it's crazy, man. A lot of good information. These are a lot of other good information to read from him. So if you're just starting to learn about this stuff, there's a lot to read, but trust me, it'll feel overwhelming at first, but after a while it gets very easy, just like walking, just like breathing, just like taking your first step. And just take your first step with it. Don't think about the next 2 steps and the 3rd step and the 5th step. Oh, no. Be like a baby. Be innocent. Be ignorant. I'm taking this first step, this first leap, and I only care about this first step, and I want to make sure I do this first step good. You see? So you make that first step. Learn the definitions of the words. If you don't know what a word means, write it down. Take notes. Keep note of important quotes that you hear, things that pop out to you that would help you out later on when it comes to speaking for yourself and presenting yourself. And this is what I do. So check out all these books. There's Acceptance for Value. I'm not going to go through this book, but I read a couple of the pages from this book. Part one, Acceptance for Value, which is on my page, my YouTube page, youtube.com/Archangel Macintosh, Makintoch. I also have more videos at youtube.com/1, the numerical number one, Archangel Macintosh. All right, so after that, that's pretty much it for now. You know, if you guys have information, just let me know. I have a couple of other books that you guys may want to see and stuff. So if you want a link to that, like I said, please like make an exchange with me or something, donate something, make a gift, and I'll share what I have with you. Once again, this is free information, so if you want to just stop right now and take note and look for it yourself, then do that right now, you know. But other than that, I may not pay much attention to you if I'm not benefiting from this as well. You know what I'm saying? Because we still live in a world where we still need money and we still need to live by the principles of today. So it's very difficult to live a life when you can't pay bills and you can't pay a house, and you know, just help out whatever you can. By the way, I just put part 5 into this right now. So in part 5 of the Freedom Document, boom, 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 boom. All right, it explains a little bit more about the laws that changed everything. Very important. Make sure you don't skip these parts and you stop, take your time to read what it is. They explain the difference between the straw man and the real man. You got to know this. This is important, especially on the paperwork that you're going to be signing. You're going to hear these words over and over and over. Affidavit of recording is making a list of all the paperwork you're going to be sending to the Treasury, the U.S. Treasury, to your fiduciary, and to record it and to get it notarized to state that, yeah, I put all these documents all together in this one packet, you know, and I've registered it with the county and blah, blah, blah. Or not registered it with the county, but you recorded it into the county deeds office. So you might want to stop and look at that. And this is the stamps. These are what you need to put on your documents at times. Sometimes you got to put copy. Sometimes you got to put deficient. And he explains what they mean. So on the envelope, sometimes you got to put priority, confidential. Sometimes you got to put attention CFO on your documents in red. The color of the ink you use, it means a difference. Blue means debtor. Red means signing in blood, a real person. And purple mean royalty, someone who's sovereign. Black represents death. Be lack for some reason everywhere. So this is what I was telling you about the letter on the back of your social security account that is in red. That comes before the numbers on the back of the social. So like I said, this will be the routing number. So this is important. This is where you're going to be routing the number from in the account, and take the dashes out. And this is how you can make a check. And I'll show you how to do that in a minute. There's a lot of information, like I said, you know. This is how you do the acceptance for value. Oh, pardon me. This is how you do the acceptance for values. He gave you different ways of doing it, for settling and closing accounts, to keep accounts open, to pay credit, for the birth certificate. And these are the laws that makes you able to use it. Where to put your DTC routing number, which will be the Federal Reserve number. Account number would be the number on the back of the Social Security, with the letter turned into a 0. And these are the people you're going to be sending it to. So he tells you the paper you need to put it on and stuff like that. And you're going to send it to all these 19 companies. First name, last name, blah, blah, blah. Alright, final thing I want to show you guys is another version of acceptance for value. This is important, so if you want to pause and take a look. So there's many ways to do the acceptance for value. The main point is you accepting the thing for value. So if you're accepting it for value, I should try it again. Hold on. Well, I guess that's pretty much it. This thing is taking a little bit, so um let me see. If this one don't pop up, then, like I said, send me a gift or a donation. Contact me through email, godlivesinourheart at hotmail.com, or you can also contact me on Facebook, Archangel Macintosh, or Skype, Archangel Macintosh, and just ask me anything. And when the time is right, I will contact you. In the meantime, just read these things and do your research. So right here would be a straw man's name and address, all capital letters, the date. The pay, you can do this out of any type of paper, but it's best to do it with micro print paper and magnetic ink paper. But pay to the order of whoever you're paying it to or crediting the amount to. Right here, you'll put the amount that you're paying. I wouldn't put paid in full. I'll put the amount that it is. And pardon me for that. Press paid in full. And then right here you will put the amount that you're paying in alphabetical form. Right here will be a memo. What is it for? What account, or what are you paying it for? Where it says Bank of the Universe, you'll put the Federal Reserve Bank there, and the address of the Federal Reserve Bank that is connected to the routing number. The routing number is supposed to go down there. It's supposed to be the first set of numbers. And then the second set of numbers is the account number. And the third set of number, you see 199, is the number of the check. So you can keep track of it. So you put that there. The law of abundance, where it says that, would be the authorized person signature. So you'll put your name there and put authorized rep, and on the back endorse it. So this is how you make your own check with your routing number and account number and blah yada yada. And if you don't get what I'm saying, like I said, I'm going to start giving classes to teach people how to do it. So these are other things you may want to learn. A Lodio title to your land, owning your own land and stuff like that. And a bunch of stuff. How to make your own IDs, your common law identification, only used for common law. Cracking the Code, which is a very, very good book, powerful book, and a whole bunch of different stuff. So if you do want a link to this information, like I said, send me a donation or a gift and I will send you the information. But other than that, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. Contact me if you have any questions. I hope this answered a lot of things. Read those books, and let's free ourselves. Redemption.